Namaste, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JVN Dr. Lily Trivedi, and today I am going to take the subject of pollution, in which today I am going to deal with noise pollution, and I am going to take radioactive pollution. Now, what is noise pollution? Noise, the pleasant, when it is pleasant, it is called sound, and when there is unpleasant and unwanted sound, it is called noise. Now, sound can propagate through medium like air, liquid, and solid, and it can also cause sound pressure. Now, the number of compressions there is, it is expressed in hertz. So we know that anything which is unpleasant, because of its loudness and frequency, we call it noise. Now the Central Pollution Board has given different radiation noise levels. Now the industrial noise level in during the day allowed is 75 decibels, but at night it is 70. Similarly, in a silence zone it is 50, and at night it is 40. There are different levels of different sound levels. Like a rocket engine has the sound level of 180 decibels, whereas the jet plane has 150. The thunder which we hear has 120, and the auto horn has 110 when 1 meter away. Now, in a vacuum cleaner gives the noise of 70 decibels, whereas in the air conditioner gives 60 decibels. So there is different threshold level and hearing. Now at 140 decibel there is, if we are going to hear, we feel a pressure, we feel pain. So now let's study the sources of noise. What are the sources of noise pollution? Now the sources of noise pollution are like air, road, rail transportation, industrial operations, construction activities, the celebrations in which social, religious elections, etc. Even the electric home appliances are making noise. In some of the cities, the noise level is above 85. Mumbai has 82, Delhi has 80. Now, what is the effect of noise? It interferes with the man's communication. Hearing damage is there. It can cause temporary or permanent damage. The auditory sensitivity is reduced when we are exposed to the noise level of above 90 decibel. Then there are some psychological and physiological changes also. It results in hypertension, insomnia, gastrointestinal and digestive disorders also. Peptic ulcer, blood pressure changes, behavior changes, etc. are the result of noise pollution. Now during Diwali, we are faced with excessive noise pollution, though we all enjoy the festival of Diwali. The firecrackers. Now the permission level is 125 decibel for the firecrackers, and during Diwali there is a lot of noise pollution and which has to be controlled. Now we have certain sound levels which we are permissible during Diwali, but we have to control them. So what are the control measures which are we are exposed to for noise pollution? Reduction in the source of noise. The old vehicles, heavy vehicles, they should not be allowed to ply in the populated areas. Then noise making machine should be kept in containers in which the sound absorbing media is kept, so that the workers are not exposed to high noise level. Proper oiling of the machinery should be done. The use of sound absorbers Absorbing silencers can reduce the noise by absorbing sound. And there are various types of fibrous materials which absorb the sound. Planting of more trees through broadleaves. And last but not the least is through law. Now unnecessary honking or is prevented, especially in the vehicle congested area at red lights. They should also be uh, restricted, and as such strict laws prevent any kind of such noise pollution. So students, now we come to the next part of this topic, that is nuclear hazard. Now what is nuclear hazard? The radioactive substances are present in nature and they undergo natural radioactive decay, which give unstable isotopes. They are fast moving particles, high energy radiations, and they are unstable in form. Now these radioactive isotopes release energy in the form of gamma rays or ionization particles, that is alpha and beta particles. The alpha particles are fast moving particles, whereas beta particles are high speed negatively charged. Alpha particles are positively charged. Now the variation they have is in the penetration power. The alpha particles can be stopped by a sheet of paper, whereas the beta particles can be blocked by a piece of wood or aluminum sheet. But the gamma rays can pass through paper, wood, and to stop them requires the lead slabs, water or concrete walls. Now what are the sources of radioactive activity? The natural sources like the cosmic rays, the radioactive soil, rocks, air, water, and the anthropogenic sources like the nuclear power plants, nuclear accidents, X-rays, diagnostic kits, etc. What is the effect of radiation? First effect is at genetic level. The radiations induce mutations in the DNA which affects the genes and chromosomes. The second is the somatic damage, that is burns, miscarriage, eye cataract, cancer of the bone, thyroid, skin, lungs, etc. Now the damage of different type of radiation depends upon its penetrating power. Now the more the penetrating power, the dangerous they will be as they are entering the body. Now some alpha particles which cannot penetrate, they enter the body by inhalation or food. Now we have the greater threat by these radioisotopes when they find entry inside the human body. Now during mining we have uranium, the radioisotopes, and the radioactivity also enters the crops which are growing there and ultimately the human being. Radioactive iodine accumulates in the thyroid glands and causes cancer. Now what is the control measures? Now the control measures are the nuclear power plant should be carefully designed and sited, and so that the long term effects and short term effects be seen, and proper disposal of waste from the laboratory should be done. So students, I hope you have found my lecture interesting. If you have any query, please comment in the comment section. I will resolve it soon. This session was powered by the digital version of 2.0 of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Thank you and namaste. Namaste.